Next, discussion of FY2013 budget timeline. Dr.
Mr. Prignano is here to take us through the budget timeline. Mr. Prignano.
Thank you, Dr. Thornton. I guess on your screen, on your laptop, you see the schedule for the budget timeline that we set for this year. You can see the budget process. They'll come out. We'll finally probably adopt a budget towards the June, July, August, depending on how state aid, town finances, things go. But you see the process starts much earlier. It starts in December with meetings with our leadership team and developing priorities and other such issues. You see in no later than January 13th this year, the budgets were due, backed by all principals and department heads. The week of the 16th to the 20th, the superintendent and myself started reviewing them and formulating questions and seeing what department heads and principals initiatives were going to be in their various locations and schools. The month of the week of the 24th to the 26th, the leadership team sat with each department head, each principal came in with budget presentations, going, taking us through and answering questions we might have had at sometimes you need to see a person-to-person conversation to know exactly what a person's looking at in providing in their budget. We're in the month of February now. You can see we're developing by the chart February 2012. We are developing our budget right now, seeing making assumptions on various items that, such as benefits and town financing and the rest of it. That we're looking for a March 8th tentative date for the superintendent to submit his budget to the school committee. So we will work through the month of February, hopefully complete our work and submit to the school committee on March 8th. And then we've left March 10th through the 29th for budget workshops with the school committee. And we've listed those specific dates to be determined based on, in the past we've done them Saturday mornings, we've done them different nights, so now will be, the school committee will set those dates. We'll have ongoing input, obviously, from administrators all during those discussions. And we've set a tentative date, which is an important date for us here, March 29th for a school committee vote. That is a Thursday night, I believe. We vote on the budget so that we can make a charter requirement that the town has so that we submit it to the town finance director by April 2nd. Well, this year it's April 2nd. It's the first Monday in April. We've left April 2nd to 13th, discussions with the mayor and finance director so that they can understand what we're looking for in the budget this year and what Dr. Thornton's priorities will be. And then you see, you can skip down to May 14th, the second Monday in May. The mayor shall review the recommendations of the finance director and she'll make adjustments as he sees fit. May 15th to June 14th, this is an excerpt from the town charter. Upon receipt of the budget, the council should make provisions for no less than 2 public meetings to be held on separate days. So May 15th to June 4th, we'll look for the town council to hold its public meetings. They have to be advertised and they have to be held at least 3 separate days. There has to be a certain time set between each of the meetings that's outlined in the charter. And we're looking for somewhere June 11th, the council shall have completed action on the final budget and submit to the mayor for his or her signature. No later than the second Monday of June, which is June 11th this year. In July and August, we usually reconcile the budget forwarded to the town council. School department budgets are reconstructed to reflect final allocations because we, obviously, in past years, we haven't always received what we've been looking for from the town. And you see, it drags into actually August before we usually have a budget available for principals and directors. And this is kind of normal for many cities and towns, because oftentimes cities and towns are so dependent on their state aid and school aid and stuff that from the state of Rhode Island, that it's very difficult to adopt a budget without knowing those numbers. So, especially with state aid being such a large number. So that's kind of the outline. If there are any questions on any of the times or dates that you have to answer.
Any questions for Mr. Prignano? No questions, Mr. Prignano. So just to, I think, put it into perspective that, through this month of February, as we're deliberating what most people are here for tonight, the full day kindergarten and the redistricting proposal by March 8th is a tentative date, but we have some expectation from the administration would be submitting the budget to the committee at that time. So during February, actually, we did deliberate that, and the proposal that's F on the new business week. As Mr. Prignano said, we don't know exactly what our funding is going to be, but I think there's a likelihood of expecting what that might be and what can be in the budget, and with the restriction of kindergarten registration, also as a mix, that's all going to shake out by I would say by that first week in March. So the rest of it obviously is a little more fluid as we go along, but we'll have to make a decision on whether or not the full day kindergarten is in the proposal by that March 8th deadline for sure. Okay, thank you, Mr. Prignano. Next.